So first of all, we want to thank the Aristos funding groups for their support this year. We've been having a really rich, rewarding, and challenging year at La Follette High School at the ESL department, collaborating on our authentic assessment pilot. So we have used Aristos money to try to put together a text set around the idea of food, and I've got the materials spread out here around me. And one of the points of a text set is that we can reach kids at all different reading levels with materials that are appropriate. So, and food has been really fortuitous too, because it's in the news constantly. Michael Pollan, who wrote In Defense of Food, came to Madison as part of the book festival this year, and we had the Capital Times do a cover story on immigrant workers and migrant workers and the agriculture in Wisconsin. And there are beautiful books like Hungry Planet that are written with lots and lots of photographs, which are great for English language learners, A Life Like Mine, children around the world and how they live. And there's certainly food and work components there, what the world eats. So we're able to find very relevant, very timely, and very, very important information for kids.
I participated in this food project this year as a teacher, and the way that we began was we showed this new documentary that came out this year, Food Inc., to kind of get the kids wrapping their mind around the different issues that go into food politics and food production in the country. So each kid was able then to pick some sort of topic that they found relevant to their own lives and then form groups around that. And the kids were going to, and they did, make documentaries about the issue that they felt the most passionate about. They went to the farmer's market. It was actually very hard to get the kids to stop wanting to research, which I've never had that problem before in my life ever. So that was pretty exciting. Kids wanted to do 10 sources instead of 5.
Corns are made to many products in these days, and lots of farmers have made their cows eat corn, and it's bad.
Some students decided to make full-out documentaries where they included the different interviews that they had and categorized them by theme, and then other people decided to make screenplays based on what they had learned from people, with maybe the interviews at the end as a special feature. There was one group even who decided to build like this toy set and then act out how a farmer was getting put out of business by the seed company in town with little kids' toys. So the kids got really creative, really into it. The farmers that we met at the farmers market, when some of us went there, were really excited about the project too, so there were a lot of community partnerships working with the school, and some of them even suggested we send them to Michael Pollan, which the kids are very excited about.
We did a project in our math class that connected food and mathematics. The project we did with the students is we had them pick out their favorite fast food meal from a restaurant, and I had them calculate the total calories, fat grams, and the cost. So we did some mathematics with adding the different ingredients. We also calculated how long they would have to do a specific exercise for in order to burn off the calories they just consumed. And so that was one portion of the project. The other portion was we went to the Walmart Supercenter, and I had the students list all the ingredients, and then we went shopping for it. And we priced out the same meal if we would make it ourselves. So we did some math there with the cost comparison in units.
With the food project that we worked on, students had an assignment to discuss, to do imperialism and through a specific food. And what they chose was chocolate. And for example, Ben, the student who won the screenplay, is a student who hasn't always been very successful in history class, and he did so well with this project, and all of the other students really got on board with it as well. And he did a screenplay that traced the history of the cocoa bean from the drink of the Aztec emperors all the way to its crossing the Atlantic and being grown today by slave labor children.
Tomar ese chocolate y podrás trabajar por días. I thought this was better.
In my freshman biology class, we studied atoms and molecules, and to tie the food into that, the students researched a spice molecule, and then they built the molecule from little pieces that we have, and then they presented them to the other students in class, sharing the shape and structure of their spice molecule, and like if they had double bonds and covalent bonds. So they learned about atoms and molecules and the spices together.
So it's been a very, very exciting first semester, and we're really, really looking forward to how the second semester will progress. And thank you again.